Hey, you. Want to know why your fish isn't growing big enough? Want to know why it's not matching others with the same fish? Want to know why it hasn't colored up properly or it's colored up really fast? All of it and more now. What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Wilson. I'm here to give you some tips and some information so that you can put together, so you can piece up your own hypothesis on why your fish is or is not doing the things you thought it should based upon the information you find on the interwebs. So here's the deal. Fish's growth does slow when it's in a smaller aquarium. That's science. Doesn't mean it's gonna stop and only grow to that size aquarium, but if you buy a larger African cichlid and you put it in a smaller tank, let's say 55 gallons, and it isn't growing as fast as folks that's in an 8-foot tank, there's a reason why. Its growth is being stunted or slowered over time to match the environment it's in. It's been like that forever, and that's probably where they got the myth of your fish will only grow to the size of the aquarium that it's put in. It's false, but it's also true in a small way. The bigger the tank, the faster the fish will grow. Notice importers, exporters, breeders, hobbyists alike are putting smaller fish into larger bodies of water, such as totes, pools, large outdoor ponds, to grow. Make sense? The other step is overcrowding. Your fish is competing for everything when it's in a lake, and even more so when it's in an aquarium. So think about taking 3, 4, 5 large fish, putting them in a 500 gallon, or taking 30 fish and putting them into a 120 gallon and being very upset because your fish isn't coloring up or growing fast enough. It's competing for a multitude of things: nutrition, light, space, and hormones. Testosterone is playing a huge role. Throw 10 bodybuilders in a room and find out what happens. Everyone's going to compete just like that, or YouTubers for that matter. So here is the deal. You want to have the largest possible aquarium, stocking the right stable stock list, and only you can find that. Only you, through trial and error, are going to find the right stock list. Feed proper nutrition. Doesn't have to be Northfin from Northfin USA, although that's a win. But as long as you're feeding a constant, specific diet and it's regimented without little treats. My fish needs a little treat. I had a bag of cheese doodles and I think my fish needs a little bit of a treat. Your fish doesn't get treats. It's either foraging, actively waiting as an opportunistic eater, or seeking out its prey. That's it. Pretty simple. It's not looking for a snack. It's not swimming through the lake going, I wish I can have some Funyuns. It's not happening. But let me tell you, if you do some of these things, you're going to find that your fish will grow at a solid rate, not too fast and not too slow. It will color at the proper time. And who knows what time that is? I see too many times people are like, how big until my Superdichromis flipperoptis neon colors up? How big? Nobody knows. People say, well, mine colored at 6 and mine colored at 8. Mine was colored when I got them at 1.5 inches. Well, all of this will ring true based upon the area you purchased, the food you're feeding, the size of the aquarium, and if your fish was hormoned or not. Now, not all fish are hormoned. Some are, some regions do it more than others. But when you receive a predator hap or a peacock that's about 1 inch, and it's massively, brightly, super, I'm talking, it looks like the sun rising in Oklahoma, then chances are it has a little bit of hormones. And you'll find that over time it'll lose the color and probably regain most of it back. So folks, there is no right or wrong answer on when a fish is gonna color, it's gonna grow, and to what size. It's all based upon you. Are you keeping the fish so that they thrive, or are you keeping them as trophies to compete with everyone else? Now, if you have a large aquarium and you stock it right and it's not overstocked like the old method of African cichlids, and only specific species need to be overstocked to lower aggression. There are other tips, and we'll get to that in another video. But if you're doing all these things and providing a consistent diet, the light is regimented, your water changes are regulated, and everything is on a schedule, and every once in a while, yes, you're gonna miss it based upon your life, but if you keep it to that specific lane, you will find that your fish will grow to the proper size faster, color right at the right time, and your fish will thrive, and you will be able to keep that fish for years and years to come. I hope you found that some of this information was pertinent to you. You could still search on the internet and find a ton of other information that may conflict or may concur with some of the information I gave you. Just remember, they're your fish, you purchased them from your favorite place, and you put them in your favorite aquarium. So your fish will not grow or grow faster than somebody else's. It will color up faster or not color up as fast based upon its other tank mates in your tank as opposed to someone else's. And someone else's fish may be filled out, have better lines, have better breeding habits or genetics based upon the breeding aspects, and goes into the type of food that it's fed day in and day out. Folks, thank you so much for watching. You know what's next. Holla! Hey, I see you stayed to the end. I appreciate that. You were probably looking for Sub Up of the Week. Well, when you're relying on other people to provide information to you so that you can put a video together, it's very hard to do it week in and week out. And for the last 10 or 11 weeks, we've done it consistently. I have 4 people that were in the shoot for today's video. We kept staggering them, and ultimately it didn't happen. But that's okay. People have lives, people have to do things, but I just wanted to let you know that it's not just because we want to stop it. It's because there's a few things that are going on where folks aren't able to get the videos on time, and I hope that they're able to fix the things that they're going through, change the mood that they're in, and get better in terms of health. Hug somebody, hold a door, donate to your favorite charity, give time, not necessarily money, and you will find that your life will be richer than you ever expected. You know what's next. Holla!